North State, Lumos will build that. They build way faster.
And we're on the air. On the air. Let me check and see what I got. What I got. Brandon, no radio. How y'all doing?
What it do, Pew?
Chilling, and it's chilly outside.
Oh man. Well, you can. I would say this. Come around the Yule log fire, which is the dumpster fire called Twitter, and take a gander
Oh
at
shit!
what our tech world has been reduced to.
Dumpster fire. It's a forest fire, sir.
So, what reason why I'm kind of starting with Twitter first is because I had somebody tweet at me a story they wanted to talk about. So, first, Elon is trolling Trump. This man bought a $44 billion company to troll people.
I wish I had that type of money.
44 billion.
That's called
Just so he
FU
could
money.
do stuff like this without being look, he did stuff like he bought Twitter for 44 billion so he can do stuff like this and not be censored.
Because not into temptation, really. You sure there ain't a troll account?
Hey, he is the troll
God.
account.
It's the ultimate troll.
He's teaching trolls how to function.
Jesus Christ. You don't
He
tell me he trolled
unbans them
Jesus.
and then does this.
He trolled Jesus.
Oh, I bet he would if he had a chance.
I'm saying he is troll Jesus.
Oh gosh. But I wanted to talk about this. So this came from a viewer. Thank you, Tech for Life. Not to be mistaken for Tech Life. Just in case anybody wants to say, I seriously doubt that he watches me. But he wanted to talk about this article here.
Le pixel le food.
The Pixel Fold. Hold on, let me pull it up.
With a Snapdragon 480 chip in it.
Gen 4 -1.
No, it's gonna have a Snapdragon 810 in it.
Or the equivalent to a Exynos. So, how do you feel that the next Pixel might end up being a fold, perhaps? What do you think?
They need to focus on what they have now and not ditch what they have now and go to the next shit and make it and stop making shit look cheap.
What, you think the Pixel 7 is cheap? Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
Austin? You think the Pixel 7 is cheap?
It is
Yeah.
cheap. Damn. It's only $700.
They should rename the Pixel to Chrome.
They should call it
Chrome
they should
phone.
call
Wow.
They should call it the Pitiful 7 Pro.
That's a shame. This is some of the render designs. It's going to be a clamshell, just like they're predicting it to be a clamshell, just like the Galaxy Fold series. So I have the Galaxy Fold, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel like the Fold generation is pretty good, but I really don't like the Samsung Wall Garden. Not a big Samsung Wall Garden fan.
Well, it looks like they're making that outside screen maybe a full size in this rendering, which might be a thing.
Maybe. but they're gonna source all their materials from Samsung anyway.
Yeah, but they make that outside screen 6.8, 6.7. They talking about something then.
A beefier, more faster tensor chip in it if possible, and don't use the same leftover G2 chip like they did for the last for the 7. I was just curious. I think that the
I
folding
honestly think
phones,
they need to focus on the Pixel lineup before they actually focus on a Fold.
but I think that they already found. I think they're in the pocket of where they want to be at in the first place. That's what I think
No,
anyway.
Brandon
I
wants
think
them to be more like Apple and make the same phone for 5 years.
no. I feel like they're the stepchild version of OnePlus.
the wow, not
Right?
the
No radio.
stepchild version.
Nah, I can't say that because OnePlus is actually good.
Well, no,
OnePlus is cheap.
the ugly stepchild.
OnePlus is cheap. I just we just need Google to kind of focus. That's what I need from
Bro,
them.
they're focusing on making cheap Chromebook laptops that will break and then you'll buy it again.
Uh you never gonna let this go, are you? Never, never, never,
Hell
never, never.
no. Never.
But no, hey, look, I'm just of the notion of this, right? Is Google could have be way further along with their phones if they just decided to say, hey, look, we're gonna be the mid brand of phones, and we're gonna work out from there, and then leave the high end alone. But as soon as you go into foldables, you're basically trying to challenge the upper end. Like the rumors would is basically saying that Google's going to challenge Samsung on the same exact technology that they're already working on.
Well, let me ask this, Keon. Do you think the Fold line is a success financially?
Oh, I think that the fold line success is just being realized right now.
I think it's still overpriced.
I agree.
Hold on, Austin says the day Google gets me curious at buying a Pixel will be the day that they actually get their things together. Really? Really?
To
But
me,
you exist on in one wall garden, sir.
the Fold should actually be about 1,300 to 1,400, not at 1,800.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But here's the thing: more people when people would like sit in my car and they look at my phone, they start to recognize it a whole lot faster now.
I get that. They still ain't
I'd
paying.
rather, I honestly, Edmund, I'd rather buy an iPad and still have my iPhone, or buy an Ultra
Yeah,
and then buy an Ultra tablet or whatever.
yeah. For now,
Well, think about this, Keon, right? For the price of a Fold, I can buy an Ultra and the Galaxy S8 tab,
that's true.
and still I can buy.
That is true.
And get a better
And most
display.
probably wouldn't even know how to be able to take care of that Fold device.
Not much to take care of. I mean, actually, it's pretty durable for the fact that I open and close it as much as I do.
Yeah,
And
but other people
my
are
second
clumsy. They don't know what they're doing, and
that's what Autobox is for those people who
but
don't know how
people
to
don't
keep
like
shit.
it. The people go to Ross and Marshalls. They go and put them cheap ass cases on their phones.
Hey man, and guess what? Apple has Apple Care for those
Oh,
people.
oh,
Do they not?
Brandon. Since we want to talk about cases, I
Oh,
bought one of the Apple cases, about a month ago, right?
No, I don't like those either.
It's already falling apart. $50 Apple case is already got
Ooh.
chunks coming out of it. Explain to me how I got a One Plus case from like 6 years ago that still looks brand new, no chunks missing.
No, Ray, you
Apple
probably
case
never use
ain't
that phone
been a
anyways.
month. No, I did. I'm saying that was my daily driver. What do you mean? When I had it, it was my daily driver. That case still looks like it did when it was brand new. And this Apple case was $50-something, and it's already got chunks coming out of it. Explain that to me. That's BS so-called quality. Chunks out of the case already, bro. The rubber on it is coming apart. And it ain't even a month old. Garbage.
Dang, sir.
Fucking garbage. The damn Amazon case would last longer.
Man, you look, you gotta upgrade that Galaxy S9, sir. Upgrade it. Upgrade. They don't even support it no more.
Oh, Edmund, what do you think about them root metric scores?
You know what? Let's see, how can I say this in the nicest way possible without sounding like a troll? I told you so. Yeah, I told you so. Look, I come into this community and I literally was like, yo, we're gonna go from 3 carriers where the top 2 carriers were gonna be mediocre at best, but they just like sheer name brand. They're gonna sit at the top, and then you got the 2 at the bottom, barely able to do nothing, and they stitch their networks together with shoestrings and super glue, and then all of a sudden we finally go to 3, and now look what happened. T-Mobile moves up in the metrics, in root metrics, moves up like to the point that
T-Mobile slowly in a lot of areas is matching Verizon, AT&T. In some cases, even just being number 1.
Right, and guess what?
However,
you want to know why?
Like we've said before, they're still under construction.
They are still in construction, but you want to know why they're starting to able to match coverage and match performance? Because you don't have another company nipping at your heels, taking customers away.
Right.
If anything, T-Mobile is taking customers from AT&T and Verizon. Or if anything, they're causing the switcher pool to grow. I understand, and a larger switcher pool only benefits the one that's more affordable. It doesn't.
I wonder if Romantics will start doing Dish Network next year, or Dish Wireless.
Oh God, we don't even want to see them scores. But wait a minute. But see, that's the thing, though, right? In order for them to actually do Dish, they're gonna have to like turn off roaming.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's literally gonna blast them.
Ooh,
they're gonna have. It's gonna be like T-Mobile 98.7, Verizon 98.7, AT&T 98.5, Dish 61.
Wow.
No radio. I remember when I was looking at you know what? Let me show my.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Bruh.
It's gonna be a blood shower.
No, it's gonna be drowning the baby in the bathtub. That's what that's gonna be. You gotta have 3 hands sitting there with hands over top of dish and smothering them in the bathtub. You thou shall not let you breathe.
Bathtub? No, they gonna smother them when their head pop out the mama.
Oh. Yeah, you're gonna get rid of them in the crib.
Gonna smother them with the afterbirth.
Oh God!
Smother them with the.
And but look how T-Mobile was last year in Fresno.
Yeah.
Good God.
37.
37?
And what are they this year?
They've actually improved a lot.
Let's look at this year. Look at
that. That's Fresno now?
Yes.
37.
Oh, that was just last year.
To number 1.
Amazing what N71 will make.
Yeah.
Man,
Can you say bloodbath?
yo. But here's the thing:
Say it with me now. Say it with me.
the fact that they don't have to worry about Sprint in markets undercutting them right now makes it where they can actually start deploying, which means that resources don't have to be like, oh, we made an extra $5. Okay, put an antenna up. Like that. Think about how you like if you want to do something different, or let's say you want to go on a trip, it takes you like it takes you 10 years to save up for one trip versus Verizon being able to do it and do 100 trips in 1 year. You see what I'm saying? So now T-Mobile can easily go, all right, cool. We made a couple, we made enough to put up 4 antennas now, 10 antennas. Oh, we can do a whole tower now. This is great. That's the perception that you got to work with right now. But hey, Brandon, did you see?
Wait, what did you think?
Not so much.
Wait. What did you think of the tweet that I had earlier?
I didn't see your tweet. What was it?
You actually liked it, dude.
Oh, wait.
The Romantics one about Houston.
Oh yeah. I gotta go back and look at that. Shoot.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up.
Pull it up. I don't have my Twitter account tied to this laptop, so my community tech channel is tied to this laptop, but not my personal.
Well, basically,
in Austin, an Android phone is not wasting money, sir. I just want to let you know that. I feel some type of way when it comes to my beloved Androids. But while Brandon is looking for that tweet, hey, no radio. So our tax dollars at work, right? And now the FCC, besides letting us know what providers are doing what in what areas, is now wanting to force internet providers to publish nutrition label style information for breaking down prices. So they want, carriers.
Comcast already low-key does that now.
They want
idiot protection on it.
Pretty much. How many ingredients is inside of your broadband, sir? That's pretty much what's going on. Oh, that's a show name right there.
11 herbs and spices.
What's the ingredients in your broadband? We dabble in a little bit of cable with a tad bit of fiber, and then we sprinkle it up with a little bit of extra money on top. So basically, the long and short of it is they want ISPs or internet providers, anybody who provides internet service, to basically tell what your service is, hidden fees, data caps, speed promises, the whole kit and caboodle. No more, oh, this is just administrative fee. That thing that Verizon did and AT&T did where they raised their prices, but nobody knew the actual reason why. Is hide behind administrative. So, what do you think, Brandon?
I mean, I believe Comcast a few years ago was attacked on this.
Comcast?
Yes.
I'm not surprised.
Anybody hungry?
Oh wow, looks good.
Lemon pepper, homemade lemon pepper. Woo! Ah!
Oh no, wait. You didn't flash it on the screen, sir? Oh, you gotta share with everybody.
I did put it on the screen, sir.
I need to put you on center screen.
You sound hungry, man.
No, I've already eaten.
That lemon pepper fresh out the air fryer, son. Woo!
Already, those are Tyson.
That look good. That look good.
Now this that was a Purdue chicken, man.
But no, hey, I mean, a little bit more transparency, along with the fact that we finally got a map that's going to start showing what's available in what areas. Have any of y'all had a chance to look at that map yet?
Wait, what map?
You haven't seen it?
New FCC map.
The new FCC map.
No.
Yeah. So the FCC released that mobile broadband app, and they've been quietly collecting the information. So I had it on my phone, and I've run it from time to time, and it looks almost pretty accurate for where I'm at right now.
The biggest thing though is they're going to let you actually dispute anything that's not right.
Yes. So think of root metrics, but crowdsourced and interactive.
You'll be able to actually go in there and say, actually, there's no coverage right there.
Yep. Instead of, the maps, those heat maps that you get from, like, let's say carriers, we got this, we just threw, a splot of our red or blue or pink color over here because we think we should have coverage. And then that person sitting in the house going, "There ain't no coverage in my house." You lie. You liar. Let me see if I can find it so you can look at it. Ooh. Where's the article at? Where is it at? There it is. Brandon, do you have the FCC map? I mean, the FCC app on your phone?
Nope.
Now you know better, King. You know better, King.
What?
You know, I like my doxes.
Oh gosh.
I ain't lying. She's an iPhone user. They don't tend to embrace new apps.
Oh God, I forgot about that part.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I
that.
actually had it a while back, but I just never used it.
Hey,
it was boring
harder
to
than
me.
getting an iPhone person to download a new app. When you tell them to download a new app, they act like you slapped their mama. Am I lying, Brandon?
No, really. I guess I'm just very old school that I don't like to try certain things new.
You ain't old school. You old Apple. This is different.
Hey, Keon, he still got a cable box, man. He ain't
with the line, with the landline and back of the and plugged in back of the cable box.
He ain't old school. He's old freaking university, sir.
Oh wow, that looks like the AT&T coverage map.
So here you go. Got Comcast, Hughes, T-Mobile, Verizon Communications. I take this as their fiber. Yeah. Viasat. So the base of these speeds, lowest it will go is 25/3. So you got Comcast, which the highest is at 1200. Usenet 25/3. I take this as SpaceX 100/10.
Yeah.
Verizon 10 by 1.
Oh, you
Wait,
skipped
ooh.
T-Mobile.
Well, I skipped. I went to the worstest one. T-Mobile 25 by 3. Verizon 10 by 1. But they have fiber at the premises at this location.
Beyond that's what you're looking at is the promised speed, not the actual speed testing.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's basically what are they selling you in the area? They're not real
Yep.
world.
All right, hold on.
The reason why T-Mobile's is 25 is because that's the lowest to be called broadband. That's why they do 25.
All right, so I'm on fixed wireless. Let me move to mobile. So I'm in Washington, D.C.
This is also residential, not business.
Right. So there's coverage, but I can't break down provided detail.
The color is giving you precision.
I have to flip through this later, but I can go in here and dispute stuff. 901 F Northwest. All right, so I know this area pretty good. And mobile. Okay, there we go. So this is down near the Capital One Arena. So everybody's covered. 3G, 4G LTE, 5G. What is this? 7? What's 7 by 1? What, 7 megs by 1? And then 35 by 3. Wish I understood that. Huh. Well, all right, so let me back out of this.
Kia, what's in the drop down?
I didn't see it. Hold on.
Right there where it showed the carrier name. There's like an arrow there, like a drop down.
Oh,
what's hidden under that?
their names that they go under. You talking about right there where it says the provider for AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon? It just says like new singular wireless services, and then T-Mobile and Verizon. It didn't say anything special. Collapse. Change that and move that. So now that we have this map that we can default to, don't you find it kind of funny that Verizon and AT&T are starting to embrace eSIM?
What do you mean?
They have to.
No, they're forced to. There's a difference. They actually try to block it.
I mean, it's no different when back in 2016, Apple forced everybody that wanted iPhone 7 and you were to buy a dongle or Bluetooth headphones.
What?
Remember the iPhone 7? They took away the headphone jack.
And I didn't care a bit. I had this
Exactly.
conversation earlier.
But
I've
that's
been
but
using
that
Bluetooth. I've been using Bluetooth exclusively on the go since probably 2010.
hey, I've been right there in
No,
that
20,
Ray, I
same
thought you were
camp.
gonna say no, Ray. I thought you were gonna say 2003.
no, son.
I've been in that same camp also. I'm just saying, like, this is different. So, like, the eSIM standard was a GSM standard, and Verizon and AT&T were blocking it from ever coming to the United States. Now, one, Apple kind of forced their hand and made it where, like, yo, this phone won't have SIM support. Now, all of a sudden, you start seeing articles come out where, like, AT&T's are fully embracing eSIM. Verizon is doing a 30-day, 100 gig trial to try out their network.
Yeah,
Which
to
we
me,
which we which we find that funny.
I'll call it embrace whenever you have the ability to log onto your Verizon account and just scan if you need to. That's when I call it embrace.
So you think it's going to be some halfway
Or I need
done?
what I'm saying is they need to have a way for me to easily put that eSIM on anything I choose. I shouldn't have to call customer service. Obviously now if you're going from iPhone to iPhone, you can just go. But any other thing you're doing, you're fucked, damn near. Or if you
Right.
lose your phone and you need to put that eSIM on something, they need to make sure you can just log onto your My Verizon account and change devices. Until they do that, we're not in the age of eSIM.
But here's the thing: the MVNOs are embracing it more. The MVNOs are
Wait,
moving to eSIM a
They
whole
have
lot
to though,
faster.
but they have to because they barely have store footprint. They kind of have to. That's the reason why they're doing it. Verizon still wants you to come in the store so they can sell you some shit, and so does AT&T.
Right.
wait. Let's change the subject a little bit, but not too much. What do y'all think about the 100 gig trial on Verizon?
About time.
Hey, I tweeted at my favorite trolley, Tech Life, and I said to him, I said, "Don't you just love it when there's competition? Because understand, if it wasn't for to the fact that T-Mobile came out and said 3 months, do you think we would even got 3 days out of Verizon? Just keep that in mind."
It's about time, Verizon. It's about time.
And then AT&T is basically like, yo, rolling themselves on board. They let all their MVNOs on their network do it. Even their Cricket brand is doing it, but now they're supposedly, quote unquote, now going to do it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, Brandon, Austin said that Visible is doing it a particular way. Don't you? You have a Visible line, don't you?
So I had I have Visible Plus right now, but I have a Visible Plus, but what they're offering free is just a regular Visible Plus.
Did you do it? You did it via eSIM though, right?
Yeah, via eSIM on both trials. The first trial I had was almost a year ago. Well, when they first introduced it in January, and it was the worst. That was
So,
when they were on their old core. But
all right.
ever since I got, huh?
So let me ask you this question: from a person who has an iPhone, how was it set up to put eSIM on your phone for Visible?
It was
Was
done
it?
within 3 minutes.
Mm, that's not bad.
Yup, yup. I mean, it's so
Okay.
much better than having to go to a store, having to go to a damn store, open the door,
But
hear
Brandon, but Brandon,
somebody.
that's gonna get rid of your malls where you go shop at. If nobody
They're
goes
not.
into
They're
the
not even inside the malls.
right, they're killing the storefront.
The point is, everything needs to be an app you can download from every carrier. You should be able to just download an app,
No
activate, and keep
radio.
it
No
moving.
radio. No radio. You got to think about the people that watch Lifetime. No radio.
I don't care
And
about them.
Walmart.
They can go to the store. I'm saying for the rest of us, it needs to be just as smooth as it is to do the T-Mobile trial. Literally download the app and activate. It should be that easy. In and out the door. You shouldn't have to go to a website on a computer. None of that.
Do you think the 90-day trial is too damn long?
No, I don't think so.
No. 90 days actually makes sense. It's because think about it, right? If you just do 30 days, right, you might not ever leave your general area, and then you switch networks, and now I traveled that one time and it sucks over there. At least 90 days gives you time to actually travel with that line, move around.
The way how I see it is like you move into the area and you're a freeloader and you end up going to the mall and you eat up all the Asian samples and you don't buy shit.
Hey,
not necessarily.
Yeah, but like I said, at least here's what the thing for me is, right? To me, that free trial is for the people who have a bad perception of T-Mobile. That 3 months. It's like, look, we're going to give you 3 months. We believe in our network so much. Here, prove to us it sucks. That's what they're basically trying to say. They're putting themselves out there, bro. They want to change their perception. 30 days. I'm sorry, you can't decide how a good network is in 30 days. You just can't.
No, you need more time.
I disagree.
Bro, because here's the thing. Well, let me ask you a question, Brandon. What place do you frequent? What is the place that you frequent the most between if you're not at home? You don't have to give exactual GPS coordinates. Just give me a rough about where you go at on a regular basis.
Eat, play. I mean, obviously, I don't travel much.
That's my point.
So there you go.
If you traveled all the time, 30 days will work for you. If you only travel sometimes, you might need a little more time with that line to see how it is on a large scale.
But on radio, a lot of
4 city blocks.
A lot of the times, most of these people will probably forget they even have that trial unless they complain that one spot sucks, and then they'll probably think about it. Oh, well, that where that other one works.
Yeah, what about when you went?
Not only that,
how does it hurt? What I'm saying is, how does the 3 months hurt T-Mobile? Does it hurt them?
No.
That's the reason why it doesn't matter.
But Brandon, what about when you went to California? You could activate that line as you've been, you're trying to get from hotel to hotel or airport to hotel, and you got the T-Mobile line, and you actually get a chance to kind of kick the tires a little bit. You could activate it at that time and say, hey, look, you know what? I always wanted to try it out to see how it works. When you're going to be moving around a whole lot more.
I mean, the only time where I see that this is handy is where you want to explore something new and you have your device paid off. But most of the time, the only people that I would recommend getting this trial is the people that buy their phone outright.
I mean, I'm that person who buys their phones outright.
Well, why would that matter, Brandon? You can still do the trial, even if you're even then you can still do the trial. Why would it matter?
Yeah, but already most of the time the carriers are going to give you hell to unlock the phone.
Yeah, but who cares about? Okay, remember, I'm talking about how it benefits T-Mobile. You're talking about how it benefits the user. It ain't for the user. It's for T-Mobile.
Right.
You're talking about how it benefits the user. Who cares how it benefits the user? T-Mobile needs their perception to change. That means this, right? Say you got 6 months left in your contract, right? And you're thinking about leaving Verizon, right?
Right.
You can throw this trial on there and try it for 3 months, right? And then after your trial's up, you can go, it's actually pretty good for that 3 months. And then 3 months later, you switch. That's what I'm saying. You get that 30 days. Some people may not try leave the same 30-mile radius for 30 days. That means that they might switch because of 30-day experience and then find out that 2 counties over it don't work. At least 3 months gives you that window that you might actually cover some ground and go, okay, how's it way over there? Like me, I don't go to Raleigh every month. I might go to Raleigh once every 6 months, right? At least with the 3-month trial, I might make it to Raleigh in that window. I might. In 30 days, though, I might not. So I could switch and then find out the shit don't work in Raleigh. You see what I'm saying? It's too late then. It's too late.
Look, You done bought a phone. Look, you done bought a phone and you can't get out of the contract or whatever. It's terrible at that point.
That's why I say it's like, think about it like this, right? Think about T-Mobile being like, think about you, a young, hot 19-year-old lady, right? And you got this young boy trying to get in your drawers. And you tell him he got to wait 3 months to prove himself. That's what T-Mobile's doing. They're waiting 3 months for you.
That's true.
Think about it like that. They like, I can wait 3 months. If that's what it takes, I can wait, baby. That's what they do. 30 days is like,
Honestly,
wham, bam,
wish-
thank you, ma'am,
honestly-
I'm gone.
No radios, relationship advice on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Stop by anytime.
They're proving that they're willing to sacrifice for you.
But
They're not being a cheap, stingy company like Cricket and giving you 14 days.
14, dog, 14.
We clown them for that crap.
14 days and 3 gigs.
Plus, think about it too. T-Mobile's also setting that bar so high, and what that bar's going to do is it's going to force Verizon and AT&T's hand once again.
Well, it already did.
Yeah, it already did, but it's pushed to the limit.
So here you go. If T-Mobile did 30 days, then Verizon would have did 3 days. You could test drive our network for 3 whole days. Thank you. Have a nice day. That's what it would have been.
That's not enough time.
But that's what they would have done.
All I'm saying is T-Mobile setting the bar high.
I mean, Visible actually does unlimited data for 14 days.
Yeah, but you don't do prior data for 14 days. You're not getting premium. You load look.
Even US
Mobile.
Mobile.
And the other side of that too, guys, you got to think about it like this: word of mouth. When something's that big, like a 90-day trial, you're more likely to tell people about it too.
Yeah.
Think about it.
But no radio.
Look, we're talking about it right now.
But no radio.
We're talking about it right now.
We gave you unlimited data, unlimited hotspot, unlimited text, and call-in for 90 days. That's the perfect phishing experience. Huh. It is true. That is true, Austin. That is true.
You know what else I think is coming next?
What you got?
AT&T prepaid is already doing it. You can go ahead and buy the whole year.
Yeah.
Really?
I think that postpaid might be going that way before long.
Purchase the whole year up front
for a discounted rate.
I doubt it.
I'm telling you.
Why?
No radio.
Okay.
But I
It's a win-win,
remember no
right?
radio. I actually asked you that a few months back.
I don't remember that.
I can understand prepaid, but postpaid?
I think postpaid might go that route too. Because think about it, right? If you're the carrier and you get somebody to give you the whole year up front, at least you know you got that customer for the whole year. You already got the money. Even if they're pissed, you already got the money and you ain't gonna refund it.
Oh.
You just discount it. So say a single line on Verizon for the highest plan is what, $90 a month, and you tell the person, look, we'll give you 25 off a month if you buy the whole year.
Okay, so but no radio. What about this bad scenario here? And this is just devil's advocate. What about that person that person ended up paying for the whole year and ended up having drop calls or bad service coverage in an area?
That was going to happen
want
anyway.
Their money back.
That was going to happen anyway, even if they went postpaid. That was still going to happen. Because guess what? They're going to likely be locked in some contract because they're going to get sold a phone with it.
Man, they're going to look, if they do that, they're going to have to change their EULAs.
They're going to be in a 24-month agreement. Because think about it, you're already in that boat, Keon, with a 24-month agreement.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You're paying after the fact, but you're agreeing to keep paying versus paying it all up front, and then all of a sudden, let's say you have an outage at your house.
But let's keep in mind, right?
Give me my money back.
If a person commits for a year, they probably already trust the network.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. They probably already.
That's true. That is very true.
I doubt people are going to be like, it was good for a week. Give me a whole year. No, it's going to be people who already may have had the service for years, and they go, shoot, I could be I could be on. I could just take the $10 auto pay discount, or take the $25 if I buy the whole year. You do the math. 25 times 12 is how much money saved.
Now you got me doing math.
That's a $300 discount a year for a single line. Now, mind you, this would probably only be for single lines. Because think about it. You get a big discount.
You're not
for
doing a
having
family. You're not doing a family.
You're not doing a family, no. But for a single line person, that would be their way into getting a better discount. Oh, you don't have 3 other people to get phones? I tell you what, if you buy a whole year, we'll give you the same price it would cost you with 4 other people on the plan. Bam. With 3 other people on the plan. Bam.
The radio, you're giving them ideas. Stop.
Hey, I think it can work though. It's the same thing. Look, who did it first? Was it Mint Mobile was doing that first? Then AT&T started doing it on the prepaid side.
Dang.
It's trickling through the system, sir. It's a trickling.
Hey, look, I mean, with the fact that you got eSIM support now, you got to figure out a way to hold on to these customers a lot longer, because they could just jump ship.
Exactly.
They could jump ship anytime. They could be like, "Yo, this ain't the Titanic. If the Titanic had like real lifeboats, I wouldn't have died."
Or even if Verizon broke it into 2, like 6 months. Okay, 6 months would be $390 for 6 months of service with that discount. That puts your line at $65 a month instead of freaking $90.
Yeah, but how many people was able to pay that? Like the people who are going to be like,
you just said people that buy
single
their phones outright, right? These people are spending $1,100 on an Ultra.
That's true. Yeah.
Those
are the people.
That's what I'm talking about.
Those are the people.
It's the same customer. So imagine you walk in Best Buy, right? And they got the Verizon desk there, and they're like, "Bro, you can get this new Ultra for $1,100, and you can throw the 6 months of service on top of it today for an extra $390. You can walk out the door today with 6 months service and a new phone, $1,400."
No, Brady, that sounds like something Sprint would do. I honestly think if anybody were to do that and I think the first one would probably be T-Mobile.
Oh, and I'll tell you
if John were doing it.
Guess when you would see all those sales happen? Guess what time of year would you see all them sales happen? It would be
Christmas.
tax time. Tax time, sir. Because people are going to have $2 or $3 grand in their pocket at once.
And everybody's putting their buying everything real quick, and they don't have to worry about their cell phones
so then
every
how
year.
then how would the family plans work?
But the family plans wouldn't change because they're still getting discounted for multiple lines. This would mainly target single line users.
This is
but let's say like somebody in the family
discount.
wants to pay their phone outright. I mean their plan outright.
You said
or pay the annual fee.
Yeah, but here's the deal: if you're doing a family plan anyway and you're going postpaid, you don't want to pay for your phone outright. I'm gonna tell you why.
I mean, I'm saying like paying the annual fee of what the line is worth.
Say your line is $90 a month. Take off $300 in a year cap.
Well, I mean, most of the time, if you have 4 lines, it's going to be 35 to 50 a month.
Say what?
You're right, Austin.
A family plan on Verizon right now with auto pay discount ends up being about $45 a month if you have Play More and Up. But here's the deal: the thing about the family is they usually do specials where you do buy one get one. So, for instance, I got 4 brand new Samsungs, but I only had to buy 2 of them. In that scenario, paying for the phones outright wouldn't have helped me. I would have spent more money, not less. But if you're a single person, you're more likely to buy your phone outright. Most people ain't buying a whole family of phones outright.
No.
There you go.
I understand no radio. You better than me, bro. All my kids, if I had kids, they getting hand-me-downs, bro.
Now, what I'm saying is the deal, you got to realize, right? That when it came down to the deal, Keon, I only had to buy 1 Ultra and 1 regular Samsung. The other 2 are free.
Still, I understand.
It would have been what I'm getting is this: it would have cost me more to buy cheap Samsungs. They wouldn't have been free. You see, that's the reason why I tell you: if you're not in a family plan, you're not smart. Find some damn friends and get on somebody's plan.
What about your friends?
Get some friends.
They
Please
won't
get some
let
friends.
you down.
Yeah, if I would have bought my kids some $200 Android phone, it would have cost me more, not less. I wouldn't have saved anything. That's what I'm saying. When it's buy one get one, I literally got a free $1,100 phone. Now, when I say free, I mean it's in the bundle. But you got to realize, what did I tell you? Verizon didn't even make any money off me for 11 months. They gave me so many daggum credits and Visa gift cards that they literally made no money on me for 11 months.
Shame.
Think about that. If Verizon is willing to give me $1,500 in credits all at once on Visa card, you're gonna tell me that they can't discount a single line with a year? That's what I'm saying. They've got room for their profits.
They can. I mean, it's the thing. It makes sense that your single line users don't get any benefits at all. Like even on T-Mobile, you don't even get access to Netflix unless you're in a family plan.
Exactly. You got to have at least 2 lines.
Yeah, you gotta have at least 2 lines just to be able to get Netflix on them. Yep. And it's the cheap version of Netflix on top of that.
Yeah. That's why I say they need to come up with an innovative way for single line users to have some kind of deal. But if it's an eSIM user and he only pays for 1 month, he's more likely to leave if he gets mad one time.
Hold on. Austin, pay your Verizon, sir. Pay that Verizon. Pay
it. But just something we're throwing out there. These companies got to do something. They can't just keep doing the same thing. They got to keep doing new, different things to keep us all interested in the first place.
That's true.
So it's easy to say, "Oh, nothing's changed. Keep it all the same."
But here's the thing: you know that Verizon needs to change its perception. So this might be something that they could use to change their perception. Like, hey, we're giving you a deal. Hey, we're not lowering our service per se, but we're saying like, hey, if you pay us more, pay us up front, you get a deal.
Yeah, what they do now, if you do like a single prepaid line, they take a little bit, they give you a little bit more discount, like every few months that you're on the service.
Didn't they? Wasn't that always a thing where like the longer you stay, wasn't it? It wasn't
on the prepaid side. It's like you pay the regular price at first, and then like 3 months in, you get a little bit more off, and a few more months in, you get a little bit more off.
Yeah. Why don't they implement that?
You mean do that in postpaid?
Yeah. If you're really trying to retain customers and you want, like, come on, if you're a Verizon or AT&T customer for years and years and years, what do you get for it? Nothing. You don't really qualify for anything. And if you really want to get something, you got to spend more money to get something. But what do you get for being a loyal customer besides, hey, I called customer service and they said thank you for being a loyal customer?
That's why I told you whenever my time runs out on my Verizon, I'm gonna be at the store like, what have you done for me lately?
ooh, yeah.
I don't know what y'all want to do to keep me. Give me another buy one get one on all new lines. Give me another deal like that.
I'm gonna look. How many more months you got left on yours?
I think mine's up in September.
Oh man, I want to be a fly on the wall when you get ready to do that one, man. Hey, look, I'm liable to jump ship anyway. My wife's been trying to get rid of my Verizon and AT&T line anyway, and there's no phones on those lines. She's been trying to cut my budget for a while now. But
Verizon needs to do something. They need to bring something first instead of keep being the last to do the same thing.
Well, it's kind of hard. They're from my perception, they look like they're constantly playing from behind.
That's what I'm saying.
T-Mobile is setting the pace,
and that's a problem.
I mean, they're pretty much just making it go like whatever which way T-Mobile's going. That's pretty much the way that the industry is going now.
All I'm saying,
T-Mobile says 3 months. Everybody else,
Jump out front and flex your muscles. That's what they need to do. On something, whatever it may be. They need to jump out front and do something.
It needs to be your original idea because right now it sounds like you're copycatting. That's what it sounds like right now.
Yep.
What about you, Brandon? What you think? He's off cooking.
About what?
Yeah, he's cooking. No. What do you think that Verizon needs to do to make their brand stand out now? Because everything they're doing right now is copycat.
I feel honestly with the trial, I feel that it's gonna do a little bit, but it's not gonna do the overall job to make the quarters look better in the long run.
Yeah, I agree. And the reason I agree with that is because people already trust Verizon's network. What are you proving? What are they even proving? Think about it.
I mean, like with T-Mobile becoming better and better in most areas, the trial is gonna basically make it pointless.
No, it's about
And not
changing.
only that,
It's
and not
about
only
changing
and not
perception.
only that, just because they offer all the perks in the world, most people probably rather do password sharing. And then not only that,
Yes
but
and
most
no.
people probably don't even know how to access a Verizon account to even mess with the perks on their account.
Well, here's the deal, right? I'm gonna tell you what they can do with this trial if they want to push it. Say that person comes in the store and they're thinking about switching to Verizon. And before they walk out the store, you go, hey, tell you what, we got a free trial. How about you try it for free? That's how you push that part anyway, the trial part. If you got the unknowing, like Brent talking about the old people that don't know how to do none of that stuff, that's a sales tool for the salespeople. That trial is.
That's true. And then once people start realizing they can rely on it, they'll start using it more.
They might actually come back to the store and go, you know what, I am going to switch. Versus they go in, that price is kind of high. Let me think about it. Well, while you're thinking, here's a free trial. Bam.
But no, radio, if the store is overwhelmingly full, then and you see the advertisements on TV, I mean, I'm pretty sure it will probably be better off.
Did you say full Verizon store, sir?
Oh, that's an understatement.
They're not full.
Well, I mean, this time of the year they are, but I mean, probably not in June or
they were cut
January.
Remember, their stores are getting emptier and emptier. That was actually a report came out a few months ago how people they don't have traffic in the stores like they used
to. Well, I don't know. But basically, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure them heavily advertising it on TV will probably say, "Hey, I have Verizon now. I mean, I have a Verizon trial now." And if they actually, how do I say it? If that customer, that tester likes the network, then chances are they might be wheeled onto it.
But that's the whole point of a free trial is to try to get you to build onto it. But here's the thing. But I don't see how a free trial works for Verizon. I don't think Verizon doesn't have a man, I worry if it's gonna work in my house problem.
Exactly.
They have a oh no, this costs too much crap problem.
They people already trust the network. So for Verizon, this trial isn't a trust our network thing.
But the thing is they're copying their competitor because their competitor is giving away free trials.
For a different reason.
Yes. See, T-Mobile is giving away free trials because they need to change the hearts and minds of people in America. Like,
does a trial even require a credit card? I mean, a payment
probably
method?
Not. It's probably going to be eSIM.
It didn't for me. Well, at least not T-Mobile doesn't. I don't know about Verizon.
No, we're not talking about the Verizon one.
Don't know.
Yeah.
It better not.
Verizon's advertising their 5G home internet to me, left, right, and center. Yeah, hey, Austin, you should go ahead and do it, man. Because the way you were talking about your Comcast, you're gonna have to lose you to get you back. That's just my opinion.
And the other thing they need to do as well, if you say you have an iPhone and you already have a card tied to your App Store account, if you do the free trial and you like it, you should be able to actually stick your bill into your damn App Store.
That's true.
On Android too. Just stick the bill in there, put it in there. Just build it in.
Hey, do you want to keep this? Guess what? All you gotta do is provide us a card.
Gang,
I mean, I thought.
don't even got to put a card in. If the card's already in the phone, just build the app store. Then again, never mind. On Apple, Apple's gonna try to take 30%.
Oh Lord. Yo, if they don't fix that problem, yo, do you think that Verizon, AT&T, or even T-Mobile is gonna let
No,
anybody get 30% of their revenue? You
no,
go King Rock.
won't work on iPhone. You can make it work on Android.
That's true. There's no way in the world these carriers are gonna do it. Bill it through your app store. Yeah, right.
Had to put special
Dang.
concessions in there for the carriers.
Oh, look, understand. If Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile are gonna look at Apple and go, "You're not gonna charge us, are you?"
Like you should be able to walk into a freaking Apple store. You buy the iPhone. When you get out in the parking lot and you turn the phone on, it should pop up and say, "Which network would you like to use?" And right there in the main, it should be automated. You just Verizon, bam, I'm on Verizon now. Not get the Apple Store people to freaking sign you up for Verizon.
Wait, no radio. So if Apple were to do, I mean, if the carriers were to do that, they would have to include tax and fees.
Yeah, so
No, I don't think they do have to. I mean, their same
Well, I mean,
business
if you're gonna
model
make
is
it
whatever you're using right now.
no, but if you make it an in-app purchase,
what
so
I'm
you know
saying is
how
they
like
need to, yeah, they just do that. I'm saying is they should be able to put the whole billing system through the App Store. They should be able to do it all. If
They
they want it to be
should.
as smooth as possible. Just like when I walked in and bought the 13 Pro Max, if I was just a guy who needed a phone that day, I should be able to walk in there, grab that 13 Pro Max, get out to the car, unbox it, and right there on the fly, it straight up ask me which network do you want, and go ahead and attach it to my Apple Pay account and everything on the fly. That would
Right there
make
in the
it
menu.
so
Right
easy.
there in the menu, go. Are you an existing customer or are you a new
Yep.
customer?
If you're an existing customer, just log in and bam, it links your account. Goes ahead and activate eSIM. If you're just trying to get a new sign up, just put it right there on the screen. Pick which one you want. Hit the
no
pink
radio. What
block,
about my
blue block.
social?
You would put all that in. You just type all it in. You put your name and you just approve it.
I'm surprised none of the MVNOs have ever done than that purchase.
Because they got to give their money to somebody else.
Well, heck, even now, the T-Mobile app. Let me look at this thing because I'm pretty sure you can
Look at it on
transition.
your iPhone. Look at it on your iPhone.
You can transition it already, I believe. It's just going to make you put a credit card in. But if they wanted to make it easier, they need to be able to use a card that's stored on the phone by default.
But it probably takes you away from the app and goes to another website.
So when you hit switch to T-Mobile,
it takes you to a different splash page. I bet it does.
choose a plan. Yeah, but it's still inside the app right now.
Isn't
it's not taking me to the web. I put one line. It's not to the web. I can pick the plan right here. So if I say yeah, give me a chance to match, continue. All right, what's it say next? Because I'm still in my T-Mobile 3-month trial. Let's see. Where does it go next? Name your line. Okay. You can hit transfer number or new number. Continue. Let's see what it actually does. So far, it hasn't left the app yet, and it's taking me through every step.
Get ready.
Come on. It's thinking about it. I'm pretty sure at some point it's just going to ask for a credit card number.
Yeah, and I think that as soon as it gets ready to ask you for the credit card number, it's going to leave the app.
But they just need to make sure it does it. No, here it is. It's actually there. Opt in, auto pay, add card. No, it doesn't leave the app, Keon.
Oh, wow.
Nope. Even unless you set your T-Mobile pin up, it's all in the app.
They got special exemption.
Yeah, but I think, it's not special exemption because it's still not using it's still not going to build the app store for your plan. It's going to it still wants you to put your credit card number in. But they need to make that. They need to make it an option. It'll just be easier for people.
That's true.
But yeah, that's how it should be, though. You should be able to walk in the store, grab a phone, and immediately activate it without calling anybody.
That's true.
Because here's the thing: they don't even need to really run your credit. You're not financing a phone or nothing.
When you try to finance a phone, that's when they run your credit.
Yeah. Remember, I'm talking about you walk in the store and just bought a phone already, and you just want to activate it with the eSIM. That's how it needs to be: smooth and easy, all in one place. Don't need to call nobody. And then when you get pissed off, you just go download the other carrier's app and do the same thing again, and you do your transfer your number. Oh,
that's true. We see that you have a number on Verizon. Do you want to change that right here, right now?
Yeah, it asks you if you'd like to transfer the number and asks you to put that number in and everything.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it needs.
No need to ever visit a store ever again if they make it that seamless.
Exactly.
Dang.
And Verizon can just be like, would you like to go ahead and purchase 6 months of service today?
That's true.
Lock your ass in for 6 months off the gate.
Man, catch them right when they get ready to. You already spent $1,200, $1,300 for a phone. What's another $700?
That's what I say.
$800.
That's what I say. Think about it. That's the reason why. So, like for example, Apple targets Christmas season, but Samsung targets tax season.
That is true.
Samsung
they do have two different releases.
February 27th, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right in the dead of tax season when people got a bunch of extra cash around.
And then all of a sudden they go out and buy S22s through 23s and 24s.
Mm-hmm. So hey, you can do monthly or save $25 a month and pay for 6 months right now. You're like, dude, I do got extra 6,000. Because think about it.
Three months on your bill, 6 months or 12 months.
Because guess what? What's the opposite? The opposite is what happens now. You get Pookie and Ray Ray during tax season. They got money, so they go get a brand new Verizon postpaid line and they finance a freaking phone. And then 6 months later, when Pookie's broke, he don't pay the Verizon bill anymore.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
That is true.
If you got Pookie to go ahead and pay for 6 months, you got him before he can blow his money.
Pookie, you got the money now. Don't be a fool.
Yeah,
don't be a fool now, Pookie.
I say go for it. Target them. Because think about it, all the other retailers do that. They do tax season specials on stuff.
That's true.
Right around tax time, they have all kinds of deals. Because they know people got extra cash.
What you think, Brandon? What would entice you, sir? That's the question. I want to hear from you. Like, look, you're my resident Apple user because I don't have one, so I have to live vicariously through you, my good man. So
what do you mean?
So everything that No Radio was just saying, would that entice you to pay extra up front? Would 3 months off your plan, like 3 months deal off your plan, make you go, I'm saving $50, I'm saving $60 for 3 months?
I mean, it sounds like a good idea, but it sounds like a really good idea, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up doing it in the long run. So I wouldn't be surprised if since now a lot of the iPhones, the new iPhones are basically eSIM only, so I wouldn't be surprised if they make an eSIM only plan.
Ooh,
for that.
Activate special pricing.
So for that one single line user. I mean, Mint Mobile already does it.
That makes sense. But then, but here's the thing: everybody's going to be going eSIM at that point. So it's not like you're going to have a whole bunch of phones as SIM only, or you can only activate it in the store. You're going to have people are going to eventually be
I
migrating
mean,
away from
eventually,
SIM
yes,
cards.
eventually, a lot of people are. I mean, a lot of users are going to be on eSIM, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna probably trial something with it, and then maybe from there probably toss it, and then
Ooh.
yeah,
I just thought about something too. So you know how when you go buy, like, say you go buy a new iPhone, right? They'll give you
Uh-huh.
like 3 months of Apple TV, and then or some kind of little 3 months of something. Same thing with like Disney Plus. They go, oh, sign up and you get 2 months free or whatever it is, right? They can start bundling some of these trials in with the purchases of the device. Make it default.
That's true.
You walk
But
in the
that would,
store,
but that
you buy
would, but that, but that
iPhone,
would
you
come,
automatically get 2 months of service. Bam.
but that would come from Apple itself. It wouldn't be coming from the
Yeah, but
carrier.
remember, it wouldn't be unheard of because think about it. Apple has a
no,
lot
but
of
like
Verizon
I
right
can
now.
see where no radio is going. Like for example, maybe Samsung will probably do a trial through like YouTube or Google One or something like that.
They do that now. I mean, they
Yeah.
do that now. Like when I bought my Fold 4, they gave me like 4 months of YouTube Premium for free.
Yeah. What if they gave you?
Right.
What if they gave you 2 months of Verizon free with the purchase? You go to Samsung website, you buy the phone, bam, 2 months Verizon. They come up with a deal with Verizon or AT&T or somebody to give out extended trials with the purchase of a device.
But no radio. I mean, I would like to see that. The only problem is that these plans are too damn expensive.
Really?
Well, I mean, like the main plans on postpaid.
There's
Well, okay. Quick question. I need to ask a date your age question. How long you been paying cell phone bills?
exactly.
Because understand this is the lowest I've ever seen it.
Hey,
What I'm saying is that they're not gonna give you 2 months and the phone bill's like $70-$80.
they could when you buy $1,800 phone.
That's
But
true.
phones don't cost $1,800.
A fold costs $1,800. You could subsidy
Yes.
$40. I'm sorry.
Yes.
See that.
Understand something. When I
buy a phone, what do Samsung do? They give you freaking free earbuds with it.
Yep.
The earbuds cost how much?
Like
150.
150. Actually, okay, so when I bought my Fold, they said they gave me $200 of anything I wanted in their store to spend on.
What if one of that was a plan?
$200 off my cell phone plan?
Or like I said, or just try to get you to switch. Just give you hey, we'll give you 2 months on this company. Bam, with the purchase. And then they get a kickback from Verizon for pushing you over there and paying for that. It's no different than how they're paying for Netflix now. The carriers are paying for Netflix for you, paying for Disney Plus for you. You mean they couldn't work a deal out with a manufacturer to give you a couple months of service?
No radio. Are we seeing a paradigm shift?
No radio, but you can't compare the cell phone plans to a little bitty Apple Watch because I know Apple will give you 2 months or 3 months of free.
Yeah, but remember, I told you, Samsung give you $200. That's more than what 2 months of a plan costs.
Yep.
But at that point, you would have to buy the phone outright.
But that's what we're talking about anyway.
We're talking about people like me. I buy my phones. I don't buy my phones through carriers.
We're saying that people who are just going out and buying the phone.
I mean, I could see.
There's a sales opportunity lost there.
I mean, I could see Apple doing 3 months of any. I mean, of the major three to sign up with the Apple credit card.
Yeah, I can see that.
But
I'm just saying they got to get creative. A company like Verizon has to get creative with their sales. That's all I'm saying. They've got to get creative.
They're gonna have to get creatively cheap,
right?
Because right now they're getting stomped in the affordability apartment.
And tell you the truth, I think it might be too late to simply drop prices. It might be too late.
You think that?
So you think that if Verizon went from $90 to $80, they're going to get their door beat down for service?
No,
I mean, radio. Look at Visible Plus. That's $45 a month is not bad.
That's 45 a month. Yeah, well, even then, Verizon owns Visible, so you could just go buy a phone and get 2 months of Visible. They don't care what it is. Just get money in Verizon stores. That's what I'm saying.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I've used the hotspot on my smart TV, and 5 megabits is honestly pretty good. Like I was able to stream HD and everything, and it was crisp clear.
Yep.
So imagine you having C-band, you having the millimeter wave, and roaming in Mexico and Canada, and all this other stuff. It's not bad for $45 a month.
Yo, Brandy, you just went back. You know that you just went back full circle to the beginning of when I started doing this. When I was talking about tiered speed system, tiered systems for hotspot. 5 megs.
I mean,
That's all you need, huh? 5 megs.
I don't care, but
I'm just saying, y'all chewed me out when I was talking about speed tiers on hotspot.
honestly,
And
I wouldn't be surprised if they end up getting rid of it in the long run.
perhaps, I mean, look, the whole thing is, especially like for fixed wireless, is basically it's just a mobile hotspot, except you just don't move it, or you want better connectivity, so you need to plug it into the wall. That's it. That's all hotspot. That's all it is. It's hotspot advanced. So I'm just saying, Verizon dropping down to $80 a month is not going to help them at all. They even if they went cheaper than T-Mobile, then you're going to be like, something's up. Like, nah, what's the catch? Oh, it's a Rumpelstiltskin type of problem. Later on, you come back for my firstborn. Is that what's going to happen?
I mean, let's face it. The plan. I mean, that's the welcome or start or whatever the hell it's called. That's a horrible plan, dude. Like, you get no C-band, you're pretty much congested, and if you're in a major city like New York, Los Angeles, Houston, Chicago, or whatever, your shit would probably never work.
Probably.
You'd probably feel like you're on Sprint.
Sprint wasn't that bad, man.
Well, I mean, like the days that they didn't have mid band. I mean, high band.
Well, look, I think that all these carriers are gonna case in point, talking about mid band. The fact that I just stumbled over my own version of N77 here in DC. Just saw it today. And no radio. It was in that spot where we were talking about.
This is a tweet from earlier that I was telling you about.
Oh, hold on. Let me look.
He says it's running on low power right now.
It's on low power, yeah.
Yeah, I'll crank it up eventually.
Oh yeah, I remember. I read that. Man, they went from zero to hero, bruh.
But that was, I mean, I guess like Sprint really had good engineers to a point where they actually transferred over to the T-Mobile side and was able to do their work, the same work that they were doing at Sprint over at T-Mobile.
I think it's a combination of two different things.
Because one of the things that I've heard that a lot of people that worked at Sprint was the people were actually good. The only problem was that they had no money.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: T-Mobile didn't have the assets, but they had the name brand recognition, and Sprint had the assets. Just know that people didn't have any confidence in their brand.
Look at the performance.
Oh yeah,
bro, Nextel was better than Sprint.
Hey, no radio.
Truth. It's the truth.
That's
Nextel
messed
had
up.
coverage when Sprint didn't.
Already, who's better, this network or Sprint?
No one knows the answer to that question.
They could never be quantified, sir.
But I'll tell you like this: what Dish has put up in my market, Did you see remember how I told
Yeah,
y'all that
yeah.
Dish was going crazy in North Carolina? Did you see
Yeah.
the coverage map for Dish in North Carolina?
I thought.
I wasn't lying, was I?
No, you wasn't. You was not.
They literally
But you know,
they literally have like 45% of the state covered already.
mm,
They
but you know what?
literally cover
It's only
almost all of
central.
Western Carolina already.
It's only central and west.
No, that is a big deal.
It is a big deal. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, no Eastern Carolina love, man.
But nobody gives Eastern Carolina love.
That's messed up. No
That's why
radio.
US Cellular was out there.
No, USA was dying anyway. We need to go ahead and toot the horns for them.
But like I said, they literally were covering entire counties here. Not a spot in the city, not spots in the city. The whole county's blanketed already. That to me is actually more than I expected. To tell you the truth, what's on that coverage map is more than what I expected. I knew Greensboro was slap covered, but I didn't know they went all the way down through Thomasville and all the way down freaking 220. Like they did some work. Just put some work in here.
Mm. All right, so I want to switch gears real quick. I want to get y'all opinion about this. So I am a advocate for electric vehicles, as my conversations have always come around to. But the company that I drive and use to pick up Ubers in have decided to kind of stick with the status quo. And they released a new Prius amid skepticism of their EV strategy. Now, this is the new Prius. This is what it looked like. It looked like a compact version of the Corolla, real sleek. I know it's you, Brandon, from your previous comment. I know you don't care, but I'm just saying that, Toyota right now is still working
Bro,
on.
that car looks like a freaking Barbie car
Oh gosh,
in yellow. What it looks like a Barbie mustard car.
That car looks like honey mustard.
that is exactly what it
Yeah.
looked like.
It looks like somebody just got through blowing their nose. And it kept it in its exact shape of a booger.
Wow, no radio.
Look at it. Look
It's
like
it's a booger that you flick.
Yep. My sister used to have a booger green Geo Storm. That's what that reminds me of.
I mean, it is a flu season.
Shame. So on Tuesday they revealed the new Prius, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now remember, all the conversations we've been having, is it me or does it seem like Toyota is just thumbing his nose at the EV industry and basically saying
it's the lack of charging that makes the hybrid still their thing.
I don't know, man.
Now,
I was at a Walmart today.
Right?
Today, man. They had multiple stalls for EV charging at the Walmart.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is the electric vehicle market right now is still mostly confined to people who live in the cities. Well, guess what? Toyota don't want to just sell cars to people in the city. They want to sell that Prius to everybody they can get to buy it, no matter where they live. Some people can't rely on the charging grid. Toyota can't. They don't want to desert a whole market of people simply because of lack of accessibility to chargers. So, my next question to you: did they put up any? They put up any fuel economy numbers with that? Because I know the Camry hybrids are getting like 44 miles to the gallon.
I know that the last generation Prius was getting 50.
Yeah.
So I don't know what this one's going to end up doing, but here's the thing: this Prius. I read another article where they were saying this Prius is getting the lithium-ion battery. So Toyota is starting to migrate away from their nickel hydride batteries and moving towards lithium.
Yeah.
That much I do know. Now the question is this their stopgap strategy, or is this
Yes,
more of like a thumb your nose at the
I
industry,
I
going,
think it's
"Hey, y'all, while
stopgap.
y'all worry."
It's stopgap, dog.
Hmm.
Because one thing that car doesn't come with, it does not come with the what do they call it? Charge anxiety. There's no charge
Yeah.
anxiety with that
Range.
vehicle.
There's no range anxiety when you have this
Yeah,
car.
yeah, range anxiety. There's no range anxiety with that vehicle. That's the thing.
I mean, that's just something I mean, as I was reading this article and looking at what people were saying, and you had CNBC say stuff and different things. It's like it's almost like like Toyota was like, yeah, but we still got people in Middle America that's buying Priuses, or
We
it's
we
starting
we,
to it's starting to trickle down.
we still got people that want to be able to drive from California to Miami without charging 20 times. Think about
That's true.
it. That's still a pain in the butt with a Tesla right now.
Charging every
Every 300
250
miles.
300 miles.
And if it's cold outside and you got to run the heat, even less. You know?
So this one is getting 56 miles to the gallon. The plug-in hybrid gets 133 miles to the gallon,
But
25
Cam,
miles.
ain't you the same person that said that you want them to put generators on the freaking electric cars?
Yeah,
Okay, then
but
what you think a Prius is? It's an electric car with a goddamn generator attached to it.
okay, no,
It's
no, 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 no.
exactly that.
See, okay, let me clarify my statement, right? Let me clarify my statement. I think that the vehicles today, or any vehicle that's sold today, should automatically come with electric powertrain with a gasoline charge, right? But the way that Toyota's hybrids work, it is a gas electric assist. So the gasoline engine is still linked to the road with the electric motor in between to assist
But
the propulsion.
if you're sitting on the freaking what is it, the 405 freeway and bumper to bumper traffic, you can just sit on electric the whole time in this car.
That's true. I mean,
So
but that is true, but hey, look, for a person who has a hybrid vehicle, the way that they use it, they don't use it as a generator. Only it generates
I
enough
get
to
that.
keep the system on, but it doesn't make juice.
No, but it still charges the battery though.
It charges the battery through propulsion.
Exactly.
No, I'm talking about charging the battery through the combustion
Yeah.
engine,
Okay. But remember, so we'll have this electricity conversation again, right?
right?
Electricity, even if you're just using a generator, right, to charge a battery, you're still having loss. So
That's
only
true.
using the generator to charge an electric battery still equals lost efficiency, not gained. So, for example, it takes more energy from a gas engine to fully charge an all electric car than it would be just to make the damn car gas. That's the part you got to realize. You don't get more out by you can't put in, say you got a full glass of water. That full glass of water is always a full glass of water. So if it's 16 ounces, it's 16 ounces. Once you take that 16 ounces and you're converting it to electricity, you've effectively made that 16 ounces less energy efficient, not more. That's why you wouldn't stack a generator onto a car and use it to just charge only. You're literally losing efficiency. Every time you convert something, you lose some.
I understand that. I
That's the
understand.
problem. So that's why God's like just like the whole thing when we talked about how why can't they just why can't you just use the front wheels to spin generators and charge a battery
No,
and,
no,
and
no.
you can't do it because
That's
you
lost.
lose power by pushing the generator on the front wheels. You lose
That's true.
efficiency. So you end up with less power, not more.
That's true.
That's why they only do regenerative braking when you're not accelerating. They don't do it
Because
while
you're recouping the loss that would be heat back into electricity at
yeah.
that point.
You gotta realize it takes energy to turn a generator. It's not free energy pushing the other wheels. It costs. Once you add a generator, you're actually adding resistance. That resistance creates loss.
Yeah, I feel like
You don't put 12 volts in and get 16 out.
No,
You
you're right.
12 in and get 10 out.
But here's the
That's
thing,
why
like, did I send you that link where my man took his Tesla and then he put a gasoline motor in the back and drove like 1,700 miles
yeah,
to like around Lake Michigan or something,
yeah,
and
but
it didn't
how
charge
many
up once.
hours? You said how many miles?
It was like 1,500 miles.
Okay, so in 1,500 miles, how many times you have to refill that generator?
Oh, quite a bit.
Yeah, because most generators, like a small generator, can only run for about 4 hours. And that's with, I'm trying to think how many gallons that is. My point is, if you would have done the math, it would have been the same as driving a gas car or worse, which defeats the purpose of being electric in the first place. You don't benefit. That's what I'm getting at. You'd have been better off just having a gas engine in the first place than to just. You're not going to save any money. Because 1,500 miles, that's a lot of hours, sir.
It is. Believe me.
That's how many hours, dog.
As a person who
30
drives for a living, that's a lot of hours, a lot of driving. Believe you me, I know. Hey, Brandon, I know this is not your cup of tea. I just get curious about what people might think.
It's not, dude. It's not. It's literally a car plugging itself in the damn wall.
So you need to have that generator run for like 30 hours. So let's look up a generator. If we want to play that game.
Uh-oh.
Let's look up a generator. See how long it runs and how many gallons it runs on that. How many watts do we need to charge?
I know for a Tesla you need
for regular charge. Obviously,
at least a 30. You need at least 30 watts to make it viable.
You need more than that. You can't run an electric heater on 30 watts, sir. Electric heater use 1,500.
Yeah, but there's no generator that pumps out 1,500 continuous.
Yeah. What are you talking about? You can get a generator that puts out 10,000. What are you talking about?
Hey, look, the ones that you want to have compact, those compact ones.
Generator, for example, a compact generator you can carry in your hand like a suitcase is 1,800 watts. 30 watts, your cell phone runs on that. Come on, dog, with the charge. Come on.
No, my apologies. 30 megawatts. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Now you need complicated for no reason now.
I'm not trying to be complicated.
But nobody rates generators that way. It's either watts or kilowatts. They don't do megawatts in generators. So let's say 2,200 watts, and the generator is $1,199. How big is the gas tank on it? Let's see. It has a runtime of 8 hours and 1 minute.
Your brain hurts now, bro.
Let's see here.
I'm looking at generators right now.
The continuous is 1,800. The surge is 2,200 watts.
9,000 watts, which is 9K watts.
Doesn't tell me how big the tank is. Come on now. How big is the tank?
It's not going to be very big.
Here we go. It's okay. So it's 1 gallon. So you get 8 hours out of a gallon. How many watts does the actual Tesla charger, like house charger, pull?
About 3 kilowatts. I have to go back and look again. I know that I was watching it, and different ones when they were trying to figure out how to make a system to charge their car without having to plug it in. I think the threshold for charging was like 3 to 5 kilowatts. 30 kilowatts was like for fast charging, like level 2. Wall plug was like 3 to 5.
Says it's 48 amps is what the Tesla charger pulls. So actually, a regular generator can't even do it. It only does 20 amps. So you got to go bigger. Uh-huh. Before you know it, you go spend an extra 10 grand trying to add a generator on that can actually give you some charging, slow charging at that. Let's see.
But you don't think that you can solve that engineering problem?
What do you mean? I'm saying is sometimes you're going around your tail to get back to your elbow,
True.
You already spent $74,000 on the car. Now you about to spend an extra $6,000 so you can extend the range with a generator that you're about to jerry rig to the back of the car so you don't have smoke fumes coming through the vehicle. So you're gonna have one of them tailgate things to set the generator on, which is probably gonna block your backup camera too.
Yes. Look, he had all that stuff and he couldn't see out the back of his window.
And if I'm not mistaken, too, the Tesla it'll drain that power faster than it will charge.
Yes, it was.
So all you're really doing is slowing down the batteries. You're slowing down the battery's death. You're not really stopping it. You're just slowing it down. It's still going to basically the battery's still going to be dying the whole time because it's going to pull more wattage than the generator is going to give it in the first place. Meaning, for example, right? All the videos I've seen with a guy that rigged it and he put like the lithium batteries in the trunk and he plugged in the side. He wasn't driving on the highway speeds with that. He was rolling around slow with that. He wasn't going 80 on the highway, pulling all that juice like that. What I'm saying is the battery's probably discharging faster than you're even charging it. So all you're doing is just slowing down the death. You're still dying the whole time. Until obviously you pull over and stop somewhere and you just let the generator run. But if you just try to run nonstop driving, you're just dying slowly at that point.
Oh shoot! It beats not being able to get to another charging station, or if you're in the areas where you can't charge
which is why I would say you would use that. I still wouldn't do a generator then. I would do one of those lithium battery pack generators, and you only need it for that purpose, not to drive with it constantly plugged up.
True.
There you go.
The guy that was in California, he had a Rivian and he was trying to do that where he put a whole bunch of scooter batteries together to try to do that, but he was just lugging around extra weight at that point.
Well, hell, Tesla's so heavy at that anyway. I don't know about the Rivians, which I saw another Rivian today, by the way.
Oh man,
they out here heavy in North Carolina, son. They out here. I'm seeing them daily now.
Hey man, I'm starting to see them a lot more frequently now. Also,
I still haven't seen a Lucid Air yet, but I'm seeing Rivians
daily. I saw one about 3 weeks ago.
Lucid makes the Tesla look bad, don't it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It makes the Tesla look like a
500 miles, and on top of that, 500 miles of range.
Yep. Makes that Tesla look like a Geo Prism.
He said, "Bro, I like my gas-powered vehicle." There you go. Able to go to Fort Myers, Florida, from where I am, and come back 75% of the way. I feel you. I understand that, sir.
Like I said, it's all about use case. For me, I could get away with electric vehicles because I don't drive my own vehicle every day, and I would literally pretty much never need a charging station. I would never.
Yeah, I mean, your house is your charging station at that point.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I would never actually need a charging station because I wouldn't attempt to drive it to freaking Florida or something. I wouldn't even do it. I would just hop in my gas vehicle at that point. But if
I think that with battery technology, like I was talking to a guy yesterday about this, and we were talking about tech, and he was like, "Do you think battery technology is coming along? Which one is worse? Batteries and the way we get batteries, or gasoline?" That's the ultimate question now. The ultimate question is, hey, Austin from Austin Tech, which one is worse? Mining for lithium, or still drilling in the ground for oil?
Yeah, they both screw up the environment. So
I'm just saying.
They both screw up the environment.
Well, that's kind of where we at right now. One versus the other, both of them are bad, but one gives you a little bit more longevity. After lithium is already out of the ground at this point. After you get the oil, it's gone.
And there are companies working on how to salvage the lithium and actually basically refresh the lithium to reuse again versus having to continue to mine. They're working on that. They haven't got it down yet, but they're working on it to the
Yeah,
point
I
where
think
they'll be able to tear down
recycling.
old lithium batteries and actually make new batteries out of the old lithium batteries. They're working on it. Once they figure
Right.
that part out, that'll slow down some of the mining needs a little bit.
Yeah, but we have not yet figured out a way to get that carbon out of the air and put it back into your gas tank.
Ain't no new dinosaurs, cuz.
And if we did see a dinosaur, I don't think you're gonna be asking him to kill over anytime. So you're gonna be running for your life.
Damn 40-foot chicken.
Which razor sharp teeth.
40-foot chicken. but yeah, like I said, they're both bad for the environment. At the end of the day,
I'm just of the notion like this, man. Is I feel like there's a way of bridging the gap in between until the new technology can take fully over, right? Is there a way? Do you think there's a way of increasing the limitations of lithium at the same time using what we already have to get us to that new already? So we still have gas. We're trying to work on batteries, but the battery technology is not there yet. So why not just blend the two and make them better? Make it completely better. That's what I'm looking at.
here it is. I think it's at Ohio. What school is it? Ohio University is working on it. Salvaging lithium. So instead of having to throw it away as waste, they're working on how they can tear batteries back down and refine them and make new batteries out of the same battery again. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You know that there's other different battery chemistries also.
Well, yeah, obviously, but
so they're talking about sodium ion batteries, which now you don't have to mind it. You just got to scrape it off the water. That's way more sustainable now. But let's see. What's my cursor?
Yeah, their biggest problem is the discharge cycles are really bad on sodium ion.
Yes.
And the density is really bad. So you need huge, way bigger batteries just to get a similar amount of energy.
The energy density.
Yeah. They're working on it. Like I said,
but
like I said, I mean, I'm not against electric cars. I just know that they're not ready. But I'm waiting. They're not ready for prime time, but for a certain amount of the population, they can get away with it.
What Mitchell is saying is Mitchell has to give him his blessings.
Oh, wait, what?
Yes.
I missed that, sir. What did
blessings
you say?
Come down. Blessings
Mitchell
come
has
down.
not given the electric cars his blessings.
I'm not waiting for it.
You don't even want to know what he got to do to bless a car.
Oh God, no, we don't talk about that. We don't talk. Don't do it.
That's a shower you don't want to see.
Electric cars are not reliable yet.
You don't want look Keon. He gonna baptize him with put something on their forehead.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Hey, look. See, Brandon. See. You spoke the devil up. Look what you done did. Look what you done did. You spoke the devil up, sir.
That's when the blessings come down. Blessings.
Hello, Ashay.
What up, Ash?
So I wanted to talk about something.
What's on your mind?
So Tyrone was talking about how AT&T is not really going to be making a lot of money off the C-band because they're not going to be selling that excess capacity. So he says that the company's now going to be deploying fiber and not going to be really caring about their wireless. And I feel like
talking about AT&T?
Yes.
Well, what he was saying is they don't have a need for it in that way because they're not selling home internet in the first place. So for them, it's just a network upgrade. It's not a money grab.
Yeah, but my thing is he's saying that the money that they're spending on the wireless, they're gonna take some of that and spend it on fiber. And that's just fucked up. Because what's gonna happen is now you're gonna regret the wireless because the wireless is their bread and butter. It's the same
Yeah,
thing what they do. It's the
but
same thing
they'll
what
get
they
away
do.
with it.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
also,
if wireless, but here's the thing: if wireless was their bread and butter, then why go into entertainment? That with
Yup.
them going into $100 billion agreement to buy Time Warner, that was them admitting like, yo, we don't see a future. Now all of a sudden you see a future.
So think about it too, though, right? If they're not going to sell home internet on the wireless side, that means they don't need as much. They don't need as much on the wireless side as the other companies. That's what he was talking about. That's what he was saying as a just. It's like they don't necessarily benefit greatly by coating every city with C-band if they're not going to sell it as
Oh
home
yeah.
internet. Meaning this,
No.
the slowdowns that what I'm saying is they'll end up with about the same network performance because they're not going to load it down with home internet users.
Oh yeah. But my thing is he says that some of the money that's supposed to be spent on the wireless side is gonna
Won't
be
matter.
taken out and
It
spent it
won't,
on the fiber.
it won't matter though. That's what I'm saying. It won't matter.
Side tangent real quick. Sneed, I complain about car mileage, my mileage every time, every day. But that's just me.
Y'all don't even want to drive what I drive every day.
Oh hell no, sir! I seen what
Cost
you
you,
drive. That thing
cost
is
you $220 every 2 days to drive.
that thing is dangerous.
So that means for
I don't have
AT&T,
enough money
And
to
guess what? I
drive
still
that
got
thing.
batteries. I still got 600 pounds of batteries in the back of that thing. Okay,
so that means
Lord,
my
I
vehicle is a
wanna
hybrid. My
go ahead,
vehicle
Ed. Go
is a
ahead.
hybrid.
I wanna say something real quick because I gotta leave because I have a midterm I have to take tomorrow. But if you're on AT&T 5G Plus and you have your video capped on, your video will still be capped at 1.5 megabits,
Oh, I
yeah,
believe
even
it.
if you're on
millimeter wave.
5G
That
Plus.
that is AT&T's bread and butter, man. They're not you're not wise enough to go into that menu and undo it. You ain't getting nothing.
But I'm surprised, like even Verizon, when they're on C-band, you get unlimited everything.
But Verizon is the only one that will let you do that altogether. Like even on their MVNOs.
You know?
I mean, okay, so here's the problem. That means that AT&T is being more stingy than Verizon is now. Because if you hit C-band, it should like be a little bit more loose, right? But if Ashley's reporting is correct, AT&T's like, yo, you didn't
No,
go
like
into the settings.
that's always been the case.
No, well, here's the thing. Like,
I mean, even on millimeter wave.
yeah,
That's
but on
bullshit.
Verizon, yeah, Verizon on LTE. If you have Verizon LTE, you're not getting, uncapped data unless you paid for it. Okay, unless you pay for it, you're not getting it.
Right.
AT&T on the Elite plan, I paid for that because it's part of the plan. Okay, I paid for it because it's part of my plan. I had to go into the menu setting to turn it off. I mean, turn off the stream protect. And once I did that, I got uncapped data on LTE, on whatever 5G version I can get a hold of. I have uncapped data.
IGE.
Yes, even 5GE, sir. Even 5GE, I got,
IE. Yeah.
but I'm just saying in general that if I feel like for AT&T is going to be like, yo, if you don't turn it off, we're not going to do it for you.
Yeah, but the people who ain't gonna turn it off don't care no way.
That's true.
So
They really don't.
I think it's a victimless issue.
Well, apparently it's an issue for Ash.
But he's not that person we're talking about. Once again, the people who don't know don't care. If they care, they probably know.
We gotta inform people, man. Get the word out. Turn it
And mind
off.
you, if you are too dumb to know that, then you call. But you notice that you want better video, you would just call in and be like, "Yo, the videos ain't playing good quality." And they say, "Oh, go here and check the box." Wow, such a big problem.
No radio. You know what I realized this week? No radio.
What you realize? Oh, you asking no radio.
Them foreigners, I mean, automated systems better than talking to them foreigners on the freaking phone.
Wait, what?
An automated system is better than talking to a foreigner.
Oh, Brandon, you just don't like hearing
To
accents. That's
to
all.
to all three of our foreign viewers,
Yes.
ignore Brandon.
Brandon, you live in a melting pot. I know in good old Texas, y'all.
Brandon said
You're the
Brandon said he's got enough of them brown people.
Brandon.
Even though Brandon one of them.
It's not that bad, sir. It's not that bad.
It's so bad, dude. It's so bad.
What are you calling for anyway, Brandon?
Well, remember I was telling you that my Comcast was being throttled on literally almost everything, and then
Except
one
LG.
day,
Except LG.
Yep.
Steve, thank you, sir. Brandon, remember, we love the brown folks. There you go.
Not Brandon. He wants a wall, damn it.
Folks.
Oh, y'all ain't right.
Oh, I love the brown folks. I don't know about the Cleveland Browns.
Ooh, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Oh, look, I'm just saying, man. Look, when you have to deal with customer service, the language barrier, the language barrier can be bad. Okay, and the fact that the carriers,
the language, it's a language barrier,
Brandon.
but it's also the script.
Brandon, just realize something, right? Just because you get somebody who speaks English don't mean they know what the hell they're talking about neither.
But those are the same people too.
They speak perfect English and still don't know nothing. They just know nothing but you understand they're nothing.
Brandon, when they came to your house to work on your cable, it was an American speaking person, right? Was
American speaking?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. He barely spoke English, dude.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm not even playing you, dude.
What was his
Venezolano?
He's Hispanic.
Yeah.
How is that a problem for you, sir? You speak Spanish.
You speak Spanish?
But the problem was already he had no experience. He was literally only there for 5 days.
So you think that speaking English makes you more experienced?
No.
Okay then. So what's language got?
I was just mad that day.
You tying stuff that ain't got nothing to do with each other together. Look, Kyle from down the street who speaks perfect English with no experience ain't no better than Pedro from down the street that don't have no experience, that don't speak English. They're both idiots. There's idiots in two different languages.
No, well, yeah.
That is true.
One's an idioto, the other one's an idiot.
Wow. No radio. Please, all my Latino brothers and sisters, please send all that smoke towards @NoRadio on Twitter.
I'm protecting my Spanish folks, man.
@NoRadio on the dumpster fire that is Twitter.
Oh yeah, hurt me somewhere I don't care about.
Wait. Let's focus on that. No, where do y'all think Twitter will be at a year from now?
Same place. But it's just gonna be a bigger fire.
Yo, I'll just say something. The ads have gotten bad. When I say bad, I'm talking about like here I am. Brandon, I read your response, and then I turned around and read Sneed's response to your response about root metrics, right? And then right underneath it was, come on and join our chat room for something, and then it has a sexual looking lady underneath it.
You know what?
The ads are on fire now.
You know what happened, Keon, right?
What happened?
Twitter let them go ahead and pay for a year up front for the ads.
Probably.
Oh gosh.
They got a discount.
Man. They're the only ones trying to buy a year up front. They're the only ones. Nobody else is trying to buy a year.
Oh my god.
Yo, I'm just saying, man. Look, Brandon, when it comes to customer service, dog, it doesn't matter. Accents, I mean, if the person knows what they're doing, you can get past the accent. I'm sorry.
Bro, one of the best people I ever dealt with when I had T-Mobile was some lady from overseas, bro. She got everything done perfect, quick. I was like, oh snap! She's better than the damn group of experts people. She was rolling. I could barely understand her, but she got everything I wanted her to do on the first try.
See?
I said, what the?
Hey, look, I would rather have somebody who knows what they're doing and have even a speech impediment before I have somebody to speak English, and I'll be like, bruh, I've already unplugged it and plugged it back in 4 times. Why are you reading the script?
You gonna call in and get Mike Tyson for customer service? He's gonna be I'm plugging mother and
they plug it back in. Sir, I've already done that. I did that 4 times already. Yo, I'm just saying, man, it's not that bad, Brandon.
Oh man, Brandon's like an old Caucasian man who hates everybody. He just finds stuff to complain about.
Oh, come on. I don't think that's Brandon, you're not that bad.
Bro, I haven't spoken to a customer service person in like 8 months, so I don't see how it's a big deal.
I haven't either. I don't have a reason yet.
What I'm saying is, if I only got to talk to you once every few years, who cares if you're a foreigner? Nobody, I don't care. I don't talk to people. And if you're calling places that much, it might be something wrong with you.
Ooh.
No, I'm not.
Ooh, sir.
I'm not doxes.
And we're moving on to the left and away from that subject. But no, hey, I just think that if you are able to understand somebody, like eventually you're gonna understand someone eventually. I mean, if they're from India or wherever they decide to move their help desk to, you're gonna eventually get it. I'm sorry.
That's the other thing. It comes down to your exposure in the world. If you are if you go out in the world and you expose yourself to different people and different cultures, you can understand each other. If you're a person that lives in a bubble, though, and you're out to point your finger at people who ain't American, well, no wonder you have a hard time. You can't navigate the world because you're not being exposed. I'm just being real. If I'm next to a dude with a thick Indian accent every day at work, I'm probably going to start understanding how to communicate with him. Hell, I'll tell you right now, go come out here to North Carolina country and watch one of these old Caucasian folks talk to a Hispanic person. They understand each other. They've learned somewhere in the middle with Spanglish to survive.
Did you just say Spanglish?
Yes. Bro, Keon, tell me you ain't never heard somebody who speaks English switch up how they talk when they talk to a Hispanic person.
I've heard it a lot. I've heard a whole lot.
You know why? It's natural for them because they do it so often that they fall somewhere in the middle of that Spanish accent in English every time they speak to a Hispanic person.
Yeah.
There was remember that Twitter blue subscriber? You know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about. I'm not gonna say names. I don't want you to say names, sir. I don't want you to say a name.
Where's Mitchell when you need him?
Oh God. And on that note, thank y'all for coming. Appreciate it. Love you. Brandon, where can we find you at on the web?
On the web.
On the web only?
Yeah.
And then no radio. Once again, what reception radio stations are you broadcasting from?
I mean, I'm on the web hanging with Charlotte. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You on Charlotte's web?
Wow.
Yeah, chilling with Charlotte, cuz.
But hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my cutie pie. But all right. So for me, I am Keon81 on Twitter. As long as the dumpster fire stays lit. And at Community Tech Channel C1. So, send your stories over there so we can get them up here and we can talk about them. Let's see. Nobody else has anything smart to say.
Yeah, we need to get Brandon signed up to work on the Trump campaign.
And have a good night. I'm not going down that political road.